Hello there and welcome to Campaign Uncensored. It's 39 days to election 2024, and after John Dramani Mahama returned to the campaign trail, it's been hot. Charlie, everybody they call it Tam Woto from JM. Now, do you remember Dr. Bawumia during the run-up to the 2016 election and his 170 questions to the then Vice President, Mensah Arthur? Well, it is quiz galore on the campaign trail, and John Mahama has remixed the questions and dropped 5 bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bit for Dr. Bawumia to also answer.
He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Mensah Arthur. 5 questions. Tell him he should come and answer them.
Where is Dr. Bawumia himself? It is clear, whether rain or shine, the NPP is breaking the 8. Or they don't like the 8 again. Well, my name remains Joshua Kodjo Mensah, and this is the shortest 30 minutes of your day. So brace up, because today is going to be a ball. Is Campaign Uncensored, and let the show begin now. Okay, so for lovers of quiz competitions and those with very close affinity to their alma mater, those who are serving the great Adonai, that the 9 has turned into something else, that tune sparks emotions and reminds you of the National Science and Maths quiz, which is ongoing. But as the schools are battling on issues related to science and math, there seems to be another quiz on the sidelines, and that is bordering simply on economic management. So you can call it the NEMQ, the National Economic Management Quiz, Election 2024 edition. But you know what? Quizzes during election period are not new. I mean, remember in the lead up to the 2016 election where the economic whiskey Dr. Bawumia gave 170 questions and even accused the NDC of running away? If you have forgotten, let me just refresh your memory here.
President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government have also made several statements which have either turned out to be untrue or are contradictory. Either way, they have served to undermine the credibility of government and of its economic management team. These include the denial that government would ask for a bailout from the IMF, the promises to end DUMSO, the flip-flops on ECG privatization, the promise to put cash in the pockets of Ghanaians, the denial that civil servants are likely to be laid off under a rationalization program to be implemented in 2017, the promise by President Mahama not to make any more promises. So one is no longer sure what to believe. The net result of the economic policies of the John Mahama government is that the resulting declining growth of the economy is the unprecedented joblessness that afflicts our people today, and the apparent inability of government to find an urgent remedy to boost and produce the jobs we urgently need. Declining growth, doomsday, high electricity and utility bills, high interest rates, the massive exchange rate depreciation.
So 170 questions. Well, Mr. Arthur, after countless pressure from Dr. Bawumia, he gave some responses.
A man that all Ghanaians now respect as our former president. Asking us to answer the 170 questions. So today, I asked my people to bring me the 170 questions. And I was surprised at some of the questions that he has for us to answer. Question 140, he said that they built Jubilee House, Mensah House. So I said, but that is not a question. Paragraph 140, this is the 170 paragraphs of his statement. And he said there are questions. Paragraph 140 says that we built Jubilee House, also known as Mensah House. I said, yes, that's a fact. So what am I supposed to say? He said they rehabilitated our transport stadium. Paragraph 141. They built Exibon Stadium and Tamale Stadium. That they renovated Kodjo. I think that is paragraph 146. You have renovated the president's house, Kodjo. What do you want me to answer about that? So anybody who's asking 170 questions, you know that he's not serious. And therefore, we shall ignore the 170 questions because he's not serious. Because he's talking about things that...
See, Mr. Arthur, I mean, his soul rest in peace, said Dr. Bawumia was not serious because how can you be asking 170 questions? Well, what is that? Even in BC, how many questions? What's secret? How many questions do you answer? And we thought that question galore was trashed. Well, 8 years on, there's a new quiz master in town. John Dramani Mahama is now on a questioning spree. So yesterday on his campaign tour in the northern part of the country, he posed 5 questions to Vice President Dr. Bawumia. Not 170. 170 is too much. He says it's too many. He has only 5. First he said he has 3. Then after the 3, something moved him that Charlie issue 2. Then he added 2. But before we listen to him, let me give you some 5 seconds to try and guess at least one of the questions that showed up. 5, Pet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you get any question? Charlie, you are not following the thing. Let's listen to Quizmaster John Dramani Mahama himself deliver the questions to the contender, Dr. Bawumia, right here.
He used to give lectures every month about how to run an economy, how to fix the economy. He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Mensah. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu. Why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, he should come and answer. Question 3. Why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4. Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. But Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization. Come and talk about the economy. That's question 5. 5 questions. Tell him. He should come and answer them.
So 5 questions. Problem of the day is the last one. The problem of the day is, why has Dr. Bawumia run away from the economy? Now he's talking about digitalization. Those were the questions John Mahama laid down for Dr. Bawumia. Now that these questions have gone viral, John Mahama says, I will not lose momentum. That was the quarterfinal. Now we are coming to semifinals. 2 questions more to Dr. Bawumia's boss, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Listen to GHOne Mahama, and then we'll talk some more on that matter.
Bawumia and Nana Addo came with very sweet words. And I asked Nana Addo one question when we were at Pandai. He said, Yetisikaso, I come there. And so I'm giving him one question. Sikano Wenhe, where is the money? And in Lugni, I'm going to add one more question. He's on video, and he said that Kufuor's time, 1 CD, $1. Mahama and Mills' time, 2 CDs, $1. And that if he were Mills and Mahama, he will resign. I'm asking him, today, $1, 17 CDs. When is he going to resign? He should tell the people of Ghana when he is going to resign. And he should apologize to the people of Ghana for the hardship that he has subjected us to. And instead of going in peace with his vice president, he wants to foist his vice president on the people of Ghana. And the main reason why he is afraid to hand over to Mahama, he's been saying it, I won't hand over to Mahama. I won't hand over to Mahama. Who are you to say who you hand over to? It's the people of Ghana who will decide who you should hand over to.
So you know what? Now let's forget about Professor Elsie Kaufman. This is the real examiner, John Dramani Mahama. Chief Examiner John Dramani Mahama setting questions. But wait, he says President Akufo-Addo should also resign and say what? He's sorry to Ghanaians. Hey! Is that what President Akufo-Addo said as the then candidate to Akufo-Addo? You know what? Let's refresh our memory. Me, I don't like those things. Let's refresh it here.
$1, 1 CD. In the time of Mills and Mahama, 2 CDs, $1. If I was them, I would say to the people of Ghana, I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done. We're going to go and think about ourselves. But that is not the people we're dealing with. The fruits of office, the money under the table has become sweet for them, so they're determined to stay. Are we going to allow that to happen? Are we going to allow that to happen? In Kufuor's time, one of the people who advised and helped him develop a strong CD was my running mate, Muhammadu Bawumia. Then he was deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. It's one of the reasons I brought him to come and join me, that we will work on the CD and create again a strong CD that will be able to allow us to develop our economy and allow our traders and our to be able to develop.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence is clear. So John Mahama was right. But you know what? Let's go back, because they say if it is nice, you play it twice. Let's listen to John Dramani Mahama again, Quizmaster John, delivering his questions to President Akufo-Addo. $1, 1 CD.
Bawumia and Nana Addo came with very sweet words. And I asked Nana Addo one question when we were at Pandai. He said, Yetisikaso, I come there. And so I'm giving him one question. Sikano Wenhe, where is the money? And in Lugni, I'm going to add one more question. He's on video, and he said that Kufuor's time, 1 CD, $1. Mahama and Mills' time, 2 CDs, $1. And that if he were Mills and Mahama, he will resign. I'm asking him, today, $1, 17 CDs. When is he going to resign? He should tell the people of Ghana when he is going to resign. And he should apologize to the people of Ghana for the hardship that he has subjected us to. And instead of going in peace with his vice president, he wants to foist his vice president on the people of Ghana. And the main reason why he is afraid to hand over to Mahama, he's been saying it, I won't hand over to Mahama. I won't hand over to Mahama. Who are you to say who you hand over to? It's the people of Ghana who will decide who you should hand over to.
So is this another case of Mankani Yekra? Well, John Mahama is throwing the questions, but where are those supposed to be at the receiving end of the questions? Now the contestants. Yesterday, we saw one at the airport welcoming the latest Secretary General of the Commonwealth. But the main contestant, we saw him somewhere in Makola. He was very busy there in Makola. So that's Dr. Baumia and Makola. And you know, while he was doing this, and then the rain set in. One would have thought that Dr. Baumia will quickly run away. He says, Wallahi, it's not going to happen for you. I am staying in the rain. So we're asking, what is it with Dr. Baumia and campaigning in the rain? I mean, this was the first time. You remember the last time in Trepone, in the Northeast region? You watch this. We'll come back and talk about Dr. Baumia and rain. Aha. So you see Dr. Baumia. It was raining. Giddy, 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 giddy. But Dr. Baumia says, no. Once the people have come and they are waiting for me, I am also coming to make sure that I will be in the rain. Whether rain or shine, it is possible. This is why I'm number one on the ballot paper. I am the one person who will stand in the rain for you. Whether rain or shine, I will hold your hands. I will be with you in the rain. I will not go and hide somewhere and say that, Charlie, my smoke will get soaked. Or today, my shirt will get soaked. No. Dr. Baumia says, Ghana Fue, I am with you. In Shoto, Eriabo, number one on the ballot. But then, those of you on X who have been asking certain questions, sometimes I don't understand you. Why are you people service like that? Because I've seen people saying that this one, is this showers of blessing? Or just wash away all the tears of their land. And I'm asking, what is that? Hey? Dr. Baumia says whether it is showers of blessing or the fact that the rain is washing the tears of Ghana, hey, he is not moved. And as for John Mahama's questions, he should forget it. He says his campaign along the length and breadth of the country tells him something. He has already won. And you know, hey, far for Dr. Baumia.
And here, Mehu, Ewo, Ghana, me kono. eso kyerɛ sɛ inshallah MPP will win the 2024 elections on December 7th. The Entina MPP, Yabedi Nkunino, Efri Ejuma Yaye, Enyesa, Yabaye, Chegana Fobo, say Yabaye, the free senior high school education, Ebabagana. Yakaya no. Omampenyi dada kankyerɛ sɛ yɛ dada Ghana for ɛyɛ 419 ɛmba so it's not possible ɛna meka sɛ it is possible. Nyame yɛ adoma ɛna me so mebɛtena akonnwa no so a mede m'ani ɛrehwɛ adwadifoɔ. Saa na meka sɛ Bawumia means business. Bawumia means business. Eti edwadifo mi di hyehyɛ bebree ba. Deɛ ti kan mo nyinaa nim sɛ tax system no mi bɛsesa no. Yɛne GRA foɔ yɛwɔ problems bebree.
So Dr. Bawumia says, John Mahama, you when asked to come for debate, you were running away. And you were allowing your people to be talking to me anyhow. That means you won't come and do debate. Now you have said 170 questions. You have said 5 for me. I won't answer. Come and let's do debate. If you want to answer, that's where you get a debate. Because the people say, me have won. The elections are for the MPP. It is possible. Bawumia means business. It is possible. So forget about your 5 questions. As to whether the CD is now 17 to $1, it is possible. But in all these, I mean, we didn't hear quite a good news today because a giant oak tree is fallen. And she might have been very unconventional, but Ekwiadonko was such a life of every party. Now, we woke up this morning to some unfortunate news of her passing, and my colleague has come through with this report on Enyenono.
I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal my motherland. I have fathers. You are my
She was not your regular presidential candidate. A farmer turned politician, Ekwiadonko faced ridicule and skepticism from many who dismissed her ambition to become Ghana's president as mere joke. Yet, against the odds, she made it onto the ballot and garnered significant support. In her political journey, she flirted with the National Democratic Congress. Before switching to the Convention People's Party. However, her association with Kwesi Indium took a turn when he recalled the vehicle she had been using, prompting her to seek new alliances. Until her passing, it seemed she had found a connection with the governing New Patriotic Party, although that bond may not have been as profound as her affection for the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, GHOne Mensah. Born in 1952, Ekwiadonko founded the Ghana Freedom Party and began her political aspirations by serving as an assemblywoman for her man. Her first attempt at the presidency came in 2012 when she sought to run as an independent candidate but was disqualified by the Electoral Commission for not meeting eligibility requirements. In her final days, unconfirmed reports indicate that she was admitted to the Nsawam Government Hospital with respiratory issues before being transferred to the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, where she passed away on Monday night.
I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal my motherland. I have fathers. You are my
Well, that's Ekwiadonko. She's always bringing smiles to our faces, and we pray that the Lord would have a very good place for her. And but I mean, it's quite worrying and disturbing because she made a promise to journalists. I mean, I was looking forward to it, that we'll get cars. Like me like this, I'll get a car, and then I'll get a house. Oh, and yeah, no. Okay, Uncle. Well, she bowed out on a high note, I can say. And so may her soul rest in absolute peace, because prior to this, she had indicated that she was going to sue John Mahama for 3 billion. You know what, Charlie, on that Uncle notes, we wrap up the show this evening. Join us same time tomorrow, right here on GHOne television, as we bring you Campaign Uncensored. I am Joshua Kodjo Mensah. Big thanks to the production crew, producers, directors, lights, camera, sound, all the amazing people who make this happen. Let the conversations continue.